Team Fortress 2 has a lot of items, and some of these items, when equipped together, are a part of something called item sets. There are 26 different item sets in the game that have some sort of weapon attached to them, and so I thought I would give a definitive tier list on how I felt these item sets fall when compared to one another. There was a similar video with this idea from the YouTuber Great Blue earlier this year, but he decided not to cover sets containing only one weapon, and decided not to consider cosmetics in his ranking. I will be doing both of these in my video, because I was told to in a vision. We are going to be dividing each set into a series of 5 separate rankings. Starting from the top down, we have Swagged Out, Holy Moly, It's Okay I Guess, The Aura Graveyard, and finally, Take a Walk, Bud. These categories were unanimously selected after an anonymous vote gathered from the family of mice that lives under my bed. So, grab some popcorn, a big glass of water, and strap in for TF2's definitive item set tier list. The first item set we're going to go over is the Special Delivery, one of the original gameplay modifying item sets released all the way back in 2010. That might be older than some of you watching this video, but I would rather not think about that. Every day is filled with reminders of my own mortality. Anyways, I like this item set a lot. It has 3 full items, one of which, being the Mad Milk, is arguably the best scout secondary in the game. Someone in the chat also mentioned that the Milkman hat gave off some sort of iconic divorced dad aura, and I wholeheartedly agree. The shortstop is probably the weakest link when looking at everything as a whole, but I've always had a soft spot for that item. And the fish, come on, the fish is kind of funny, right? You can hit people, it says in the kill feed. Who doesn't like the fish? Oh, and because this is one of the game's original item sets, it now leaves a calling card when you eliminate an enemy player, or funnily enough, when you accidentally explode yourself. So overall, I think the first item set is getting a perfect score, placing it in Swagged Out. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a little controversial, but the Lion does not care about the opinion of YouTube watchers. Unless you guys are subscribed, then I'll care. Maybe it was the mood I was in, maybe it was what I had for breakfast, maybe it was the amount of moisture in the air, but I could not have any fun while using this set. Some argue that the Soda Popper is the best scattergun in the game, which makes it one of the best weapons, period, but I just don't see it. I like how the Atomizer can make me jump 3 times, and I really like how the Winger makes me jump higher, but combined all together, I felt like I wasn't really able to utilize the extra mobility. I think I'd rather either have the Winger or the Atomizer, but not both equipped. As for the Soda Popper, I don't know why, but it was so hard for me to hit my shots and do any meaningful damage to the enemy team. However, the odds are that the gun is actually bad, and everyone else is wrong, because I'm a good player. So, I'm gonna give it a, it's okay, out of 10. This is the first of a few item sets containing a singular weapon. Santa's little Accomplice promotes a playstyle unlike any other in the game. Well, maybe if I unplugged my keyboard and intentionally blinded myself, it would be a little bit similar. But what I'm trying to say is this was rough. I mean, it was really bad. The Rap Assassin is a great utility tool when paired with other items. When it's the sole breadwinner in a loadout, it makes like an elf tripping on a banana peel and falls short. See, that's funny because elves are short, and also the cosmetics make the scout look like an elf. My PayPal's linked in the description, so please send me a couple dollars, please. After a couple rounds of running this item set, I decided it was enough of a humiliation ritual, and I placed it firmly in the Aura Graveyard. I've always said the Scout never had the makings of a varsity athlete, which is probably why he kills people for money. Let's examine one of the better item sets, in my opinion, the Public Enemy. First things first, the cosmetics on the set are doing a whole lot of heavy lifting. We immediately notice how cool you feel when imagining yourself as a mobbed out Italian American. The Public Enemy makes you feel like Tony Soprano. There's no way around it. The Babyface's blaster makes you go fast, which is cool, and the Pretty Boy's pocket pistol is a gun that does range damage, but you gotta run around with a bag of cash on your back and a cool fedora with bullet holes in it? If that's not swagged out, then I will delete my channel and weep at James Gandolfini's grave. Swagged out for sure. It's swagged to the gills. Listen here, Buster. This item set is okay. There's never been a more okay item set. The black box? Certainly a rocket launcher. What about the battalion's backup? Well, it's both incredibly broken and somehow a total snooze fest, a broken snooze fest. And the hat! What do we think about the hat? It's also fine, so why the heck am I going to put this item set in the holy moly tier? Let me hit you with some facts. Fact 1, the Tank Buster is a cool name. Not all of these item sets have cool names. Fact 2, This leaves a cosmetic gravestone when you kill people. That's really, really cool. In fact, 3. My mother and father divorced when I was merely a boy, and I've still yet to get over it almost 20 years later. So yeah, this is going in holy moly. Who here likes an underdog story? Rhetorical question, I am unable to hear you. And even if I could hear you, who's to say that I would care? The General's Formals is a perfect example of judging a book by its cover, and then being pleasantly surprised when the book turns out to be the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid novel. Peak. This item set is peak. You run around with solely the disciplinary action, unable to use the rocket launcher or shotgun or banner, but holy cow, I had so much fun. There was something about being dressed up like Commandant Spangler from Malcolm in the Middle, and smacking enemies with the single longest melee hitbox in the game that really made this so incredibly enjoyable. The only thing preventing this from being swagged out is the fact that there is no rocket launcher. But maybe this limitation is exactly what gives it its charm. Is this a metaphor for life? Am I projecting my feelings into this elderly game? Holy moly. At this point in the stream, my dog pooped inside the house and I had to help my based girlfriend with the task of cleaning it up. What happened? He pooped? Guys, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a be right back. My dog pooped upstairs and I'm gonna help my girlfriend with that and not be playing video games while she's cleaning up poop. So, all right. It was incredibly messy and a traumatic experience for all parties involved. We will be ranking this set at the end of the video. I just don't want to think about it anymore, so I hope you understand. This set has the bison. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha, hee hee hee, okay out of 10. Funny weapon? Check. Not 1, but 2 cosmetics? Check. The entire loadout on theme? Check, check, check. The dumpster diver is pretty cool. While it only consists of 1 weapon, there are only a few more versatile and unique than the Beggar's Bazooka. I think this is probably the most lore-accurate soldier playstyle you could possibly go for, especially considering it appears he constructed the entire loadout outside of the local Wawa. However, there are a few things preventing this set from obtaining the label of swagged out. The first thing is, once again, I don't have access to any other weapon. Additionally, I don't really like how the helmet looks. I'm conflicted on this point because it's almost more on theme that the helmet looks like trash, but maybe they could have made it look like good trash. Is trash good? I mean, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Many are saying this. I don't know, holy moly. The degreaser, the power jack, the attendant. Years ago, these 3 elements came together to give the pyro 10% faster movement speed and 10% increased bullet damage vulnerability. But then, Valve decided this was a bad idea and made the item set bonus entirely cosmetic. I have mixed feelings about this set. At first, I thought the theme between all the items made absolutely no sense and was a random amalgamation of assets thrown together willy-nilly. Then, loyal stream watcher Dormortop explained that the pyro is supposed to look like a gas station or car service attendant from the 1950s or 60s. This opened my mind to the fact that maybe I don't know everything that there is to know about this game. Maybe there are still new things to discover. No, that can't be right. I am all-knowing, and I've decided that this set is a holy moly out of 10. It isn't swagged out because Pyro is a bad class full of evil and deception. Okay, cool. Let's move on. The second of the 3 Gordborts sets, the Moonman pack most effectively acts as a synergistic group of weapons rather than the dumpster fire that is the other 2 sets. It was hard for me to define the concept of aura in this video, but then I saw the flog. The flog is aura, arguably one of the most annoying weapons in the game, but the flog don't care. Flog hits mouse too, and now my flamethrower is shiny. The Man Melter has the benefit of being a weapon that does range damage, and it makes up for the downside of the flog, albeit partially. Although, Man Melter hits mouse too, and now weapon is shiny. There's even a melee weapon in this set. Whoa, it's the only straight upgrade in the game, and it kinda sucks? Man, that's awesome. And look at those cosmetics. The funny bubble pipe in a space backpack makes the Moonman pack the next addition to swagged out. Welcome to the team, bud. I'm glad to see you here. Is this one really an item set? It's just a reskin of the stock flamethrower and an all-class cosmetic from a completely different game than TF2. Wait, are you putting this in swagged out? Why? No, stop! It can't be swagged out. It doesn't make any sense! You can't do that! No, don't put it there! It was at this point in the stream where I remembered that video games could be fun. Here I was, playing my favorite class in my favorite game. And guess what? I could use a solid weapon that does damage. The lock and load, while tricky to get a handle on initially, is a great side grade to the classic grenade launcher. The fact that you load 3 grenades and 2 barrels is kind of funny and adds some mystique to the overall set. Why can you fit 3 grenades in there? Is it haunted? And oh my, do not let me forget about the caber. If there's one item in this video game that oozes aura, it's the caber. The only downside is that they nerfed it for some reason a couple years ago, but it's still really funny. Also, the cosmetic is simple, yet elegant. All these together grant the Experts Ordinance a spot at the top of Holy Moly. If there was an award for the most goated set in the game, I think it would go to this one. Oh wait, this is my video, and I can do whatever I want. This set wins the award for the most goated item set in TF2. I would like to thank the Academy, my loving parents, and most importantly, absolutely nobody. I do what I want to do. Let's talk about the theme first, because holy moly, the theme is great. This item set is based off the collection of Middle Eastern folktales called 1001 Nights. The sword, shield, and boots not only aesthetically looking the part, but working really well as a Demo Knight loadout. The booties being an item that effectively act as a cosmetic as well, the splendid screen doing exactly the same thing, and the hat, oh the hat, it's simple, it's elegant, it's perfect. This is swagged out. This is what it's all about, is this item set. This is it. What is a swashbuckler? A pirate? Do pirates even have swag? Of course they do. They have an infinite amount of swag. Unfortunately though, this item set is missing a key piece that would propel it into the stratosphere, much like its older brother, the 1001 Demoknights set. That key piece is a secondary weapon, more specifically a shield. I was running around with a primary that does not do damage, and Demoman's stock melee weapon. Sure, it was cool as first, being dressed up as an alcoholic pirate, missing one eye and one leg, but I go to video games to escape real life, not emulate them. The overall experience was okay. I loved the cosmetics, I loved the vibe, but I hated every single second I was playing. Whoa, another item set with all 3 slots filled. Surely these items must all work well together and provide an enjoyable experience to the player, is what I would say if I was lying to you. I wanted to like this set. I wanted to like this set so badly. I love using the buffalo stake, but it just doesn't really work with the warrior spirit. Its damage vulnerability on top of damage vulnerability makes a strong gust of wind or a stray acorn enough to send you back to the spawn room. And the brass beast, while fun on its own, seems to promote a completely different playstyle than the stake and bear claws advertise. Maybe I need some more time on this set, or maybe I just need to eat a salad and take a deep breath, but this set was just okay. I do like the cosmetic, but the robot version absolutely mogs it. Once again, there's nothing quite like LARPing as a mobbed out Italian American, and by the grace of God, this item set lets you do that. The hat, perfect. The Tomislav, amazing. The family business, beautiful. The eviction notice, the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. The eviction notice is so bad that it weighed down the Tony Soprano vibes given off by the rest of the set and plunged it all the way down into holy moly. I mean, come on, how could it go any lower than here? Just don't use the eviction notice. It's not that hard. I've also developed quite the fondness for the family business that really does make up for the lack of sandwich. So this was a no-brainer. Okay, next item set. The Pompson and Eureka effect. Pompson and Eureka. Pompson, Eureka effect. Pompson, oh yeah, Pompson, oh yeah. This item set boils down entirely to how good you are at aiming the crossbow. And man, oh man, am I bad at aiming. Not being able to use any sort of medigun was also a huge detriment to my team, even with the ability to taunt with the amputator. If anything, I think I gained a whole new appreciation for the medieval melee weapon, more so than any other item on this list. I don't know why, it was just a blast to use a weapon that could get random critical hits. The Berlin's bucket helm is also a great cosmetic, but it's not enough to pull my aim and my opinion of this item set out of the gutter. It's okay, I guess. Whatever. I don't care anymore, and neither should you. Being the only item set in this game with no cosmetics, the clinical trial is fighting an uphill battle from the start, but at least it comes with the ability to use every item slot. Most importantly, a medigun. I think your enjoyment of the set comes down to how much you like the quick fix. And interestingly enough, it's probably my favorite medigun, although I never really play medic. I like being able to match the speed of scouts and follow rocket jumping soldiers into the air. I think that's cool and creative. The Solemn Vow lets me see enemy health, giving me perfect information when exactly to break from my team and sacrifice myself for a cheeky little soldier kill. And perhaps most surprisingly of them all, I really like the overdose. It makes me walk faster, and the downside barely does anything since the syringes do such little damage individually anyways. Holy moly, I like this set. Sue me, it's my video, not yours. But please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. Oh yeah, green sniper time. My head, green. My back, green. My pocket, also green. This set is awesome. I don't have to be good at aiming because I have the Sydney Sleeper. I don't need to worry about pyros because I have the Danger Shield. I don't need to have my full effective health because I have the Bushwhacker out. This set is really TF2 on autopilot mode. And the best thing, you leave a cute little gravestone when you kill an enemy. The Croc-o-Style Kit is swagged out of its gourd. I'm a big fan. We need more Sydney Sleeper heads out there, okay? I have a strange professional killstreak one, so please subscribe to my channel. Sniper is no longer green. And the Bizarre Bargain is really good, but only if you can click on people's heads. And the Shahana is really hard to pronounce. The Desert Marauder is whatever. I think I started to break at this point during the stream, and I actively wanted to uninstall the game. So, Laurence of Australia, your time has come. Let's take a walk, buddy. You've earned it. Just when I thought it was over, the Huntsman comes along and pulls me back in. You probably didn't even know this item set existed in the game. They added it after adding the cosmetic, because why not? It's funny. The best part of this is that I get to use the Huntsman and have a sliver of fun. The worst part is that I'm still playing Sniper. So this kind of balances out to holy moly. I really do like the apple. The Urban Professional is so forgettable that I forgot to put it in my initial list. Or a Graveyard. The coolest part of this is the cosmetic. The second coolest part is the Hitman's Heatmaker, and the worst part of this is I cannot click on people's heads, and therefore am actively punished for using this weapon. I don't really understand the meter mechanic because it's hard for me to click on people. I want to play Demo Man, I want to use the grenade launcher, I want to be done with this video, I want to be done with this stream, I want out of here, please, please also subscribe to my channel. Yes, another mobbed out Italian-American aesthetic. I'm literally Tony Soprano. Oh no, it's on the Spy. Oh no, I only have 100 health. Oh well, this is okay, I guess. Merely taking a glance at the Saharan Spy set does not do this collection of items justice. One must know what it feels like to get a backstab with the Your Eternal Reward. Then, one must taunt after killing an enemy. This set emanates aura. This set has a funny French pistol that is absolutely the best in slot for Spy. This set has the Your Eternal Reward. Oh, and don't forget the funny hat. This set has a really funny hat. And so, for the final ranking on this list, I will honor the Saharan Spy with the title of Swagged Out. You literally get a free unusual taunt effect as a set bonus. No other set can do that. None. Oh, yeah, I forgot I said I would rank this at the end of the video. Well, the Liberty Launcher is like fine, the Reserve Shooter is okay, the Market Gardener is pretty iconic, but this was the only set in the whole game which has the downside of my dog pooping inside the house when I use it. I had to pick his poop up with paper towels. I don't remember the black market business making me do that. This set needs to take a walk, go to the park, go meet some new people, and get out of my video game. 0 out of 10. I hate you. I hate you more than anyone I've ever hated in my entire life. Okay, that's the end of the video, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. It was a little bit different than what I usually do, but, you know, hopefully you still enjoyed it. Hopefully it wasn't too boring or whatever, but, you know, the stream was almost 7 hours long, and I was really faced with the decision of how I should make this, either more of an in-depth discussion or me just sort of losing my mind to a tier list, and I thought that was more reflective of how the stream actually went. So I'm planning on streaming on Twitch next, okay guys? It's linked in my channel description. It's like one of the associated links, whatever. So follow me there. It's CK205, the same username, all lowercase though. I hope that doesn't really matter. And the profile picture is Bulby from Jimmy Neutron. If you guys know Bulby, if you guys are Bulby heads, I know I am. So yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe. You might see more of it. You know, if the reception's good, maybe I'll make more of these. But this was fun. This was fun to do. So yeah, catch me later this week on stream because I'm gonna be on Twitch. That's pretty cool. And look out for more videos. I got a couple more ideas later this month. So, all right, goodbye. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving and I'm gonna go. So goodbye, and I'm leaving. Goodbye.